For this example, we're going to divide 3 plus I over 5 minus I. So to divide this, first we have to realize that the only thing we're doing is we have to multiply by the conjugate of the bottom because we can't have a radical in the denominator. And essentially I is just the square root of -1. So I is a square root. We can't have a square root on the bottom. So to rationalize, we have to multiply by the conjugate, which is just the same terms but the different inside sign. And we have to do that on the top and the bottom. And so I'm going to use FOIL to do that on the top first. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times I is 3I. I times 5 is 5I. And I times I is I squared. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times I is plus 5I. Negative I times 5 is negative 5I. And negative I times I is negative I squared. Something else to remember is that I squared equals -1. So anywhere you see I squared, you're going to have to put a -1 in there. So I'm just going to simplify the top, 15, and then 3I plus 5I, you can combine those to make 8I, and then this I squared turns into a -1. And then the bottom, 25, and then 5I minus 5I, those will end up canceling. And then negative I squared is -1. So you have two negatives, one from here and one from here. Now I'm going to combine the like terms on the top. We have 15 and -1. That will make 14 plus 8I over, here this is 25, and this turns into a +1, so this would be 26. And now we have to put this in A plus BI form. So basically these numbers have to split this 26 and make this into 14 over 26 plus 8 over 26I. But now we still have to reduce these fractions. 14 and 26 both have a 2 in common. So we can divide these both by 2. And then we would get 7 over 13. And same thing with the 8 and the 26. We can divide them both by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 26 divided by 2 is 13. So you have 4 over 13I. And your I term should always be second, and ours is. So that means that ours is fully reduced. So that's our final answer.